So what we can do, Bree, is move on to the next topic,
Okay.
which is what it takes to survive in business right now in 2026. What it takes to survive in business. Well, what I could say is when it comes to what it takes to survive in business in terms of my perspective, the first thing, as an entrepreneur and a business owner, because I actually shot a YouTube video on this, matter of fact, over the last week. For one, you gotta have the right mindset to be an entrepreneur and a business owner. That's the first thing. A lot of people want to be entrepreneurs, business owners because it sounds sexy, it sounds fun, but it takes certain habits, it takes certain types of discipline to be an entrepreneur, to be a business owner. You can't be all over the place. You have to create some type of structure. You have to be organized. That's one of the things I would say in terms of surviving in business. Another thing, being we are in now in 2026, Bree, a lot of people, you know, they come into the new year or have New Year's resolutions or whatever the case may be. I've never been a guy that's big on New Year's resolutions. I believe if you set a specific goal, if you make a decision at the beginning of the year, the middle of the year, the end of the year, whenever you make the decision that you want to make certain changes in your life or your business, no matter when it happens, and you put the action behind it, it can happen. Don't matter what time of the year it is. So I'm not really a New Year's resolutions type of guy. I've never been big on that. But I believe though, it's a new year, you have a clean slate, right? It's like a canvas, right? With no painting on it or anything. You literally can start from scratch.
Yeah.
Because it's a new year.
True.
Right? So whatever happened in 2025, look at your wins, look at your lessons, make some decisions on how you can make 2026 a little bit better. How can you improve? Right? And what you have to do is you got to set goals. What's some of your goals for 2026?
Yeah.
Right? And a lot of people, they're very generic with their goals. They're not very specific. You got to be specific. What's some of your specific goals that you want to accomplish? Things that you want to accomplish? Time frames. You know, when are you looking to get specific things done? Set those benchmarks. Set quarterly goals. Daily actions. Right? And have accountability on accomplishing those goals. That's what you have to literally do. In terms of, if you're talking about surviving in business in 2026, that's something you have to do. Right? A plan. And I say this, a goal without a plan, right, is just a wish. And wishes don't build businesses, right? So you gotta have a plan. Most people don't have a plan. You know, not having a plan is planning to fail. You gotta have a plan. I ask people all the time, they're like, oh, I wanna accomplish this, that, and the third. What's your plan? I don't necessarily know my plans yet. Well, you're not serious about really being successful as an entrepreneur and a business owner. You gotta have a plan, right? What's the plan? And be very strategic about your plan, right? I came into 2026, even myself, Bree, I came into this year with a plan. Yeah. I know how many clients we looking to get for first quarter of 2026 for our digital marketing agency. I already know. And I've shared it with others that's within our team. They already know what we aiming for. You see what I'm saying? We got some other things, Bree, we doing outside the digital marketing agency. I'm not going to speak on this camera, but it's set in stone. We going to go for that, right? When it comes to content, we got goals for that. How much content we looking to produce this year, 2026? Bree, I already got that in my mind. I already know. You see what I'm saying? It's not a sporadic type thing. We filming now. We're going to put out this amount of content. This is how we're looking to grow in 2020. You got to have those type goals. If you don't have those, you're not looking to survive. Now, another thing I speak on, Bree, you make it chime in a little bit more on, is you got to be innovative if you want to survive in business in 2026. AI is big right now. I have a person on my team right now who's big in AI, right? You gotta learn different ways to work a little bit more smarter this year over working so harder. Don't get caught so much up in hustle culture. How can you work a little bit more smarter? How can you leverage different tools or AI, right?
Yep.
To actually cut back on specific tasks within your business to give you more time, a little bit more freedom to focus on more high value tasks in your business, on the things you really enjoy. How can you leverage that?
Yeah.
And you can't be afraid of that. If you're afraid of that, then you're going to get left behind. And I'm going to tell you this. I don't use AI for everything in the business right this moment. I don't. But I do use it for certain things. Right? I do. Because it helps you cut back on time with certain things. It helps me save a lot of time. So these are the type things you got to do. And I would say this as well is another thing, because I spoke on this in another video I did, but I want to share this on this channel because I didn't speak on this channel. You got to surround yourself too with other successful people, right? As an entrepreneur, you can't go at it alone. It's not a sport that you could go at it alone. You gotta be around people that lift you up, not people that break you down. You gotta get mentors or people that have been places in business that you have not been, where they can lead you to those same outcomes. You know what I mean? You gotta surround yourself with peers that help you level up, and team members, right, as well, who can help you in terms of, like, you know, complementing your strengths and covering different blind spots you might have. You gotta be around those type of people. You're the sum total of the people you spend the most time with. Your network is your net worth, right? So all that comes into play in terms of surviving in business in 2026 from my perspective, you know? And that's what I literally say, you know? And you gotta continue to educate yourself as well, right? Reading, listening to information in regards to your specific skill set to take your knowledge to the next level, personally develop as well, you know, and go to that next level, man. So those are some of the things that I would say.
Yeah, I like that. You touch a lot of strong key points in that.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Yeah.
Hello, this is G Bass, Rise of the 1%, Rise Media. We on this Saturday evening about to get ready to knock out some podcast episodes with some individuals here in the city of Atlanta making some big moves. You can see here, look, this is how it goes down. Here when our guests come and sit down with myself, G Bass, other Rise of 1% of Rise Media, to have that conversation, to share the story, share the journey, share what you got going on. So listen, everybody got a story, everybody got a journey, and then you got some things going on, then you definitely can get with us and see them. It'll be a fit to be on the Rise of 1% podcast and actually have that discussion with myself. It's going to be a link to a form for you to fill out. You said www.theriseof1%.com/pod-form. Again, www.theriseof1%.com/pod-form. It's going to be in this video. You can fill that out, and we can see if there'll be a fit for you to come on and have that conversation with myself. If you don't fill out the form, then obviously it's not for you, and that's fine. We're looking for those that's serious. Those that's serious about rising to the top 1% are already in the 1%. That's what we're looking to sit down with myself right here. As you can see, Rise Media, Rise of the 1%. This is how we get down. We have a great time and have a lot of fun doing it. So once again, if you're serious, make sure you fill out the form. We'll look over the form, see if it's a fit. If it's a fit, we'll reach out. If not, we won't reach out. We'll just continue to move forward. But with that said, this is G Bass. See you soon. Have a great one on purpose.